Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Stag Voiceover. My name is Neil Glasgow. In today's Before You Buy, I'm going to be going over the VoiceOver website VoiceCrafters. Now, if this is your first Before You Buy, what I do is I give an impartial review of a VoiceOver website. I go over the ups and downs of the platform, what I think works well, where I think they might be able to improve, but ultimately I don't give any negative reviews based on any experiences I've had or any experiences anyone I know's had. So, with that in mind, let's get into it. Now, VoiceCrafters is a professional voiceover agency, for lack of a better term. Now, what they do is they work with professional voiceover artists and voice actors in over 80 languages. That's their main hook for their clients. So my first up for the platform is actually they have a global reach and global repository of professional voice actors that they can garner interest from their client base, essentially, all over the world. And the more clients that come to a particular platform, the more work comes into that particular platform as well. So, yeah, I'll give that one an up. My next up is actually the quality criteria to be able to join VoiceCrafters. Now, VoiceCrafters say that they only work with professional voiceover artists. They do have a stipulation in there that talks about being able to demonstrate 5 years of commercial experience within voiceover. But the main thing that they're looking for, and I do say the main thing because I know people have joined the site that don't have that level of experience. What they're looking for is broadcast quality audio. So if you sound a bit tinny, if you are recording on your mobile phone, whatever that is, if you don't have broadcast quality audio, they're just not going to take you. And the reason behind that is a lot of their clients, by the time they come to the voiceover element, it's pretty much at the end of their project. So they're looking for really just the finished product, a fast turnaround that can be added to whatever it is that the client's doing and then sent out the door. So I like the quality criteria for that. That tells me that they're not completely flooded like some other platforms out there that have got tens of thousands of voiceover artists on there of really varying quality. What that does on a lot of these sites is turn the end client off because it means that they've got to filter loads. So yeah, actually that's an up. My next up is the platform actually tells its clients they are not a low cost, low quality voiceover site. They essentially go by the GVAA rules, which are mainly focused for North America, but essentially that's a rate guide that is pretty decent. You know, a commercial will go for $400-500 plus any buyout rights. So that they actually say, no, you're going to be paying industry prices for the quality of the people that we have on our site. Yeah, I like that. That's another up. My next up on the platform is one that's a growing trend on a lot of these platforms is they actually provide a repository of information for you as the voiceover artist on things like industry standards, rates, terminology. See my last video, it's a long one. But again, it's good that these websites are essentially saying, here's some free information for you to help you improve. What they also do, and not paid sponsorship or anything like that, hit the mic, don't do that. They basically say if you're new to the business and you want some training, they recommend Gravy for the Brain if you're in the UK and the Edge Studio if you're in the US. Again, just being in the UK, I know that Gravy for the Brain is a really good repository of information and discounts and training and all sorts of other stuff. And I've got to assume the Edge Studios is a good counterpart in the States. So yeah, again, giving information away for free. You don't even have to be a member of the website. That stuff is all there. That's an up. My next up for the platform is once you are able to actually sign up with them, they're actually very good at helping you build your profile. Now, what they'll say is, well, actually, what they'll do is they'll provide a template, roughly, for you to start creating. So it's, this is my background, this is my training, this is my accent, these are the things that I can do, encouraging you to be as detailed and as in-depth as you can, because again, that goes into their search engine. And when their clients come through asking for a particular style of read or a particular accent, what they do is they can sift through, the platform can sift through everyone who meets that tag, or the client can go through individually and find the type of people they look for based on accents, etc. Once they've done that, what they then do is they can curate their shortlist and then start inviting for the auditions. I quite like that. I think that's quite good for a platform to do, and every platform that maximises your chance to be successful on it, yeah, that's an up. My next up is that the platform actually has several voiceover styles that it asks you to look for, and it asks for specific examples of those styles from previous reads you might have done. Now, these can be everything from commercial, corporate, IVR, all the way down to political reads, automotive reads, podcast reads. You know, that it's quite in depth, and again, that just shows the breadth and depth of the client projects that they have coming through. Yeah, I like that. That's something that more websites are starting to do, but they're doing it, so that's an up. My next up is their audition process. Doing a few of these. Their audition process is not like sites like voices.com or voice123. Essentially, you'll get an email or a message that says, this client would like a quote from you for whatever read it is that they're doing. And you'll have an audition script that will come through with that, and you'll be able to set your prices for it. So if it's a 3-minute commercial read, you might say £300 or more, whatever it is that you want to do. But again, VoiceCrafters give you the autonomy to be fair, but to charge based on what you think your experience merits. And again, I quite like that. And the next element of that, and I'm just wrapping all of these into one, is with the audition process, they'll say, okay, here's your audition, you've done your quote, and that gets sent off. And then what the website does is specifically tells you, do not do any work on it unless or until it's funded. And that's the key thing, because a lot of these sites will have an audition come through, and it might just be people farming for voices or for auditions. They will say, right, this has come through, but it's not a funded project yet. You can do the audition, but some of these auditions have massive scripts or the whole script. They say, do not do any work unless A, you've been selected, and B, it's a fully funded project. And again, I just quite like that because it is protecting you as the voiceover artist from wasting your time, but also doing work that you're not going to get paid for. That's an up. And my last up for VoiceCrafters, doesn't cost you anything. As long as you are of a quality that they can use, you're in. As long as you can produce that ready-to-go broadcast quality sound and they can use your sound, then yeah, they will work with you and it doesn't cost you a penny. They take their cut at the back end. That's just how it's going to work. But they're not asking you to sign up and pay a fee like other sites are. They don't get as many jobs through as, say, a Voices.com or a Voice123, but for a sign up and forget it and get the odd audition come through, yeah, I'll do that all day long. That's an up. Big up. And we come to the downs. And there aren't any. Couldn't find a one. I looked, and from my experience and looking around the interwebs to see if anyone had something that I hadn't found, couldn't find a thing. Could not find a single thing that I would give a negative to. It's a free site, lots of great resources, decent paying jobs. They support you as the voiceover artist. Yeah. If you can get onto their books, do it. At the moment, and this is March 24th of 2021, they're not accepting US-based voiceover artists. but do check it out as time continues. I assume that is because, hey, they're a US-based company and they probably have more US voices than they do the other 80 languages that are out in the world. Very odd sentence. I get one of these per video. An odd sentence per video. That's my one. But keep looking at it, because if you can get onto their books, like I say, there's not massive amounts of auditions that come through, but for a free site and the quality of the auditions that do come through and the budgets that are associated with it, yeah, it's good. So that's it for today's video. If you've liked it, give me a like and subscribe. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, all the usual YouTube stuff. Honestly, it really does help the channel out. And again, shout out for the Reddit page for VoiceOver advice. It's an open forum. If you've got anything that you think will help someone else in VoiceOver, open chat. Go on, put it on there, share it around the place. It's a great place to build the community. And remember, you can absolutely be a voiceover artist. I'll see you in the next video.